How to start a food truck in Australia. This is going to be a detailed step-by-step video to give you what you need to know to launch your food truck business. Welcome to Marketing Food Online. This is Damian Roberti. I'm founder and CEO. I am a food entrepreneur. I have been for now nearly 14 years on my own. I've been in the food industry for 30 plus years. I've helped launch over 800 food businesses from scratch with my consulting. So definitely check down below if you need help. Let us know. We will definitely help you out. All right, so I'm going to go step by step. I'm going to give you the outline. This is going to give you a good foundation for you to understand what is needed, what kind of permits, licensing, and insurance, and overall costs to get up and running. Now, of course, many factors do come into play when you have different types of food trucks and food entrepreneurship challenges and businesses. They do vary in cost, of course, but this is going to be a really good foundation for you to get started. All right. So starting a food truck in Australia is actually one of the most popular ventures in food entrepreneurs right now due to its low startup costs. Many people don't actually realize that, but compared to traditional restaurants, and it actually has a huge amount of flexibility because it's so mobile. Now, here's a step-by-step guide that we've actually put together here on Marketing Food Online, specifically for the food truck business entrepreneur in Australia. We actually had a couple of questions. The reason why we're doing this video is because our other food truck channel, Food Truck Freaks, which you can check down below for the link for that too, we had a handful of people from Australia actually ask us questions there. So I said, you know what? Why don't we put one together and let's do a little research and find out what is needed. Step one, research and planning. So market research, you need to actually really take a little bit of time in doing this part. This is something that a lot of food truck entrepreneurs really don't look at. They kind of just jump head first and see, hey, you know what? I'm going to open a truck and see how it works. That can work, but it's awfully a lot better for you to do a little market research. You want to identify the demand for different types of food trucks in your target area. You want to analyze competition, competitors and their offerings and what food are they doing in the area that you're going to be in. Obviously, you can't be all over Australia at the same time. You're going to be probably in a small area, 50, 60, maybe 100-mile radius. So check and see who's actually there. You want to determine the preferences and spending habits, too, of your target audience. Because that way you can also come up with some really good pricing because you don't want to outprice yourself or overprice your product because you won't sell it. The next one up on that, as far as the research and planning, you want to do a business plan, okay? These are really, really not something that's actually legally required, okay? This is not something in Australia says, hey, you got to have this, but in most cases, it's going to benefit you in a really, really big way. I actually didn't create a business plan when I started, and I wish I did because it really does give you, the founder, the creator, the food truck owner, really a good outline of your business goals, your target market, your menu, pricing strategies, marketing plan, financial projections. So having that business plan is actually very beneficial for you overall. And of course, you'll need one if you wanted to actually get investors or you want to get a bank loan or line of credit. Business plans is what the first thing that an investor is going to say, or even anyone at a bank, they're going to say, hey, do you have a business plan? And if you don't, it's going to be very hard to get a loan. Include details on like startup costs, ongoing expenses, revenue streams that you could potentially have with your food truck. That could be obviously the food truck, but also catering, special events. You could be also doing delivery, home delivery services. There's a lot of different venues and ways of revenue streams. So you want to include that too. You also want to set some realistic short-term and long-term goals. Take time to really think about this. Short-term, hey, maybe it's just getting up and launching and staying in business the first year, okay? And that's realistic. Long term, it'll be a little more challenging. You want to forecast where you want to be in the next 3, 5, or 7 years. So your business plan should outline all of those really in as detailed as possible. Now, step 2, what are the legal requirements and permits? Okay, so you got business registration. So you register your business with Australian Securities and Investments Commission, the ASIC. That is what you need to do also right off the bat for registering your business. You want to choose a business structure. You want to do like sole trader, partnerships, or even company. Register an Australian business number, an ABN is what you'll need as well. Next up is the local council permits. So within the local council, which is the area in which you'll be probably operating, right? You want to contact that local council to understand specifically in those areas, what are the requirements for operating a food truck in that specific council area, that local area, okay? Because it does vary from council to council, so you definitely want to make sure you're on that. You want to apply for necessary permits and licenses, which may include actually like a mobile food vendor permit, which sounds pretty much similar to what we have here in the U.S. Australia is going to have that as well. You're going to get a food business license and a street trading permit. Next up, food safety certification. Now, you want to obtain your food safety certification, which is a mandatory for handling any type of preparing food or food that you're going to serve to the public. You want to make sure you get that. Obviously, here in the U.S. too, we have the exact same thing. We have to have a food safety certification as well. So that's pretty straightforward across the board. Now, ensure that all staff members have completed food safety training because it's most likely you're going to need to be If you're not there, you're going to need to have someone who is, and they got to have that training while they're on duty. Vehicle registration and compliance. Now, you want to register your food truck with the relevant state or territory road authority. That's something that you have to do as well right off the bat for the food truck itself, okay? You want to ensure that your vehicle also meets, of course, health and safety regulations within the council. You want to include proper ventilation, refrigeration, and sanitation facilities as well. Step 3, the financial planning aspects. Now, this is extremely crucial for any business, especially a food truck in Australia. Now, you want to budgeting and funding. You want to calculate your startup cost. You want to include, obviously, the cost of your food truck, your equipment, your permits, and your initial inventory. That's obviously a go-to as well. That's a necessity. You want to also estimate your ongoing expenses. Now, the ongoing would be things like fuel, maintenance for the actual vehicle itself, staff wages, and even marketing. Believe it or not, yes, marketing comes into play. You can't just drive a truck around, park it somewhere, and hope everyone gets there. You can leverage local social media. Utilizing social media is actually a great way to let people know what events you're going to be at and when. Explore funding options. Now, such as even personal loans, bank loans, or investors. As I mentioned before, the business plan will come into play if you're looking for investors. If you've got your own personal savings and you're willing to put some money out there and risk it, then I would say go ahead and do it. Give it a shot. We took a huge risk when we opened our food business, and I never looked back 14 years later. I am not going to tell you it's easy. It is the hardest thing I've ever done, other than raising my 2 children, my 2 amazing kids. It's the biggest challenge I've ever faced, that's for sure. All right, so insurance, Damien. So what kind of insurance do I need for a food truck in Australia? Okay, so you want to obtain comprehensive insurance coverage. And again, now really quick disclaimer, I'm not an insurance agent, but I've been in the food industry and I do have insurance policies for my businesses. So I do know what is actually on them. This is very similar, actually, believe it or not, to the type of coverage you're going to need, which includes like public liability, comprehensive insurance, product liability too, vehicle insurance. Obviously, your food truck, you need to have insurance for the vehicle too, and workers' compensation insurance. Of course, if you have an employee, you have staff, you're going to need the compensation insurance. All right, step 4, food truck and equipment. All right, so purchasing of food trucks. Now you want to decide whether you want to buy a new or used food truck or convert an existing vehicle. I personally would recommend try your best to find a used one and simply convert it or do some upgrades to it. Sometimes you don't necessarily have to overhaul the whole entire vehicle. You can do it without having to purchase a brand new one, which, trust me, can cost anywhere on the low end, $80,000 to $100,000 easily. And you want to ensure that the truck is equipped, though, with the necessary kitchen equipment, including cooking appliances, refrigeration, storage, and serving counters. But your menu will dictate the type of equipment. Obviously, if you're doing pizza, you're going to need, obviously, pizza ovens. You're not going to need deep fryers, right? Because you're not making fries and other fried foods. So obviously, there's equipment specific to your menu. So make sure that you've got that, obviously. And if it's used, you'll have to retrofit it to make it your own. Now, customizing the truck. This is really important for marketing purposes. Customize the truck. You want to make sure that it meets your specific needs and obviously your local health regulations combined. But you want to install proper ventilation systems, hand washing stations, waste disposal units as well. All of these are pretty mandatory across the board, even here in the U.S. Your equipment and supplies. Next up, purchase high quality kitchen equipment, utensils, and safety gear. Try not to cut corners on this, because if you buy a good quality piece of equipment, you're going to have it for a very long time. If you buy a cheap piece of equipment and it breaks down periodically, you're still going to have to buy another one. So investing in a really good quality one up front is really going to save you money in the long run. Step 5. So this would be the menu development. Now, you want to create a menu. You want to develop a unique and appealing menu that actually caters to your target audience. Consider offering a variation or variety of options, including like vegetarian or even vegan, gluten-free items. This can go alongside with your other products or your other menu items, just basically in different versions for that crowd. Because if you find someone who's willing to pay for gluten-free, well, then maybe you can increase the price for it. Maybe you can charge a premium. So these are things you want to think about as well. All right, pricing strategy. So you want to set competitive prices that actually reflect on the quality of the type of food that you're making, okay? Covers your costs, but gives you obviously a margin. This will take a little bit of experimenting to check and see what that point is of entry for your pricing. You can always come down. You can always go up, okay? If you set it too low, obviously you're not going to meet your margins. But if you're just brand new, you want to attract people, let them taste your food, setting a lower margin is not a problem. You can always increase it as time goes on. Step 6. All right, so branding and marketing. Now, your food truck in Australia needs a brand identity. You need to develop a strong brand identity, including a logo, color scheme, and a brand story. Let people know a little bit about your story. Create that website, by the way, which I'll touch on in a minute. Your website can have your story. Your brand and your logo should all be uniform. Design an eye-catching truck graphic and some signage that reflects your brand. You want to make sure you stand out. I see a lot of food trucks that have very, very dark brown, black colors. Hey, if that's your thing, that's fine. My opinion, not a good idea. You need to attract people. You need to have super bright colors. You need to have bold fonts. The font text needs to be really easily read from afar. If you want to attract people from 500-600 feet away or 1,000 feet away, make sure people can read it. Okay. Next one up is your online presence. As I just touched on, create a professional website. You want to have one with the menu, contact information, and location schedule. Why? Contact information is great. Menu, because you may find someone that wants you to cater. And I could call you up and say, look, I need to be, your food truck looks great. I want you to cater an event for 500 people. Let them know whether you do catering, private events, parties, corporate events, discounts. What do you do? That's why you really need to have a website. Every food truck should have a website. Set up social media accounts on platforms like Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Obviously, you want to engage with the customers and you want to promote your business. Instagram is a fantastic platform along with Facebook and Twitter, but Instagram is unique. Gives people an opportunity to even upload, hey, if you were at my food truck on Wednesday, hey, could you upload some pictures? Tell us what you think. Post some comments on some information and some images and some photos that we have on our Instagram account. We'd love to know what you think. Okay, that is goldmine. That's just word of mouth. That's online. It's fantastic. So next up is a marketing plan. You want to develop a marketing plan that actually includes online and offline strategies, using social media, local events, food festivals, and partnerships with local businesses, actually to attract even more customers is a great idea too. I would highly recommend. Okay. Now, step 7 is the operations and management. So this is where the staffing comes into play. You want to hire skilled, reliable staff. Now, that's easier said than done, I know, because I've been in the food business and trying to find people to work for us has been a challenge. You want to get that with your cooks, your servers, your cashiers, anyone else who's working there in the food truck. Try to get somebody as skilled as possible, okay? And you want to treat them with respect. Treat them good because you want them to be around. Don't be disrespectful. Don't be a boss that's like overlooking every single part of over their shoulder about everything they're doing. You want to provide thorough training in food preparation, safety, customer service, and the use of the equipment. You want to let your staff know from head to toe. Okay, take time. You want to dedicate time to them if you expect them to dedicate time to your business. Daily operations. Let's get into that a little bit. So you want to develop a routine for your daily operations, including setup, food preparation, service, and cleanup. You want to implement efficient systems for inventory management, cash handling, and even customer service. So your daily operations, you can actually create a daily handbook and let your employees know what is expected of them and show them throughout the day how this works. Once you get them in the rhythm, then they'll know what to do. All right, so let's touch on step 8, launching your food truck. All right, so you're going to do what's known as a soft launch. Conduct a soft launch to test your operations. You want to gather some customer feedback and make necessary adjustments as needed. This is something that's done in restaurants, cafes, coffee shops, food trucks. Okay, even the ones in Australia, same thing. Do a soft opening, soft launch. You want to invite friends, families, local influencers if you have them. Try to get some food to spread your food and the word about your whole menu. You definitely want them to kind of reach out to everyone in the community and give their feedback. Then you want to do what's known as the official launch. You want to plan an official launch event to attract media attention and customers. So try to, I would say, cooperate or get in touch with some local businesses. Get them tied into it where you can be in their parking lot, for instance, and maybe serve their employees and their customers. But you want to create some buzz about it. Don't just open up randomly. Contact some of the media. Local media loves to cover new businesses. Why not yours? All right, so lastly, some key considerations for success. Adaptability. Be prepared to adapt your menu, your pricing, and your operations based on customer preferences. You also want to stay updated, okay? Stay updated with food trends. Incorporate popular items in your menu. Customer engagement. You want to build strong relationship with customers that do come to your food truck. Treat them great because you know what? You might be at another event next weekend and they'll be there. Or maybe they're going to be there with their family, okay? Next up is networking. Lastly, I want to touch on this is the networking aspect of it with other food truck owners, local businesses, and industry professionals in your area in Australia. You want to gain some insights, opportunities, or collaborations. Don't be afraid to work with another food truck. Maybe you're doing pizza and that food truck's doing desserts, crepes, ice creams, soft serve or some desserts, gourmet desserts. You guys can connect and you both can kind of have some synergy and feed off of each other. So if you're looking to start a food truck business in Australia, that is some tips and pointers I can give you. I hope it was helpful. If it was, definitely give it a big thumbs up. If you got comments, or if you've opened a food truck in Australia, let us know what you've actually done and how your experience has been so far, and some of the challenges, actually, because this is obviously not an easy job to do or easy business, like any business. And I'll see you on the next video.